guys, it's Jen, and I am here to do kind of a kill-a-kit video for my stash kit. I wanted to show you all the layouts that I created and then what I have left. I'm just going to start by saying I don't completely consider this kit killed. I definitely could make some more layouts, but it's time for me to move on as it is the end of the month. So let me show you first what I created. So this was my first layout. I created 6 layouts, which for me is not a ton. I could probably have created 12 if I would have had the time, but 6 is still pretty good in 1 month for one kit. So this is the first layout that I did. There's a process video for this one. I punched circles out of white cardstock and backed it with some paper. So this one isn't super paper heavy, but I think this is my favorite one that I made all month. And you know, I used the stamps and some mixed media techniques. I used this gold shimmer, this gold like shimmery washi tape a ton, and I really like it. So there's the first one, and I used my brush script lettering for the title. Here is the second one, and again, this one isn't super paper heavy, so I kind of felt this month like I was wanting to do some white, bright, and fresh kind of layouts. This is another favorite. I really love this one. I used some of the cut files from my shop, including this title, and did some stitching and some like punching on the borders, and I just really love that one. That one is a vacation layout. That one has a process video. The next 3 I did a layout share video, so that they don't have process videos, but I did do a layout share where I talked about each one, so I won't go into detail. But again, I used my cut files. This one isn't super paper heavy again, and I used a bunch of stickers and die cuts and stuff like that. This one, I used a cut file for the background, and this one I used the 6x6 paper pad to back all of those little pieces. So I did use a bunch of paper on this one, and I used up some of the stickers and some of these little hearts here. And I used a little bit of that vellum that I included as well. So I used that vellum on this layout as well. I think those are the only 2 spots that I ended up using it. This is in that same layout share video, and I used the leftover bit from the stickers for the background, and I super love it. I used more of that tape and just little bits of paper, and this was from a Dear Lizzie cut apart sheet and some leftover cut files from the layout that I didn't use before, and I really like that one. This is the most recent one that I had on my YouTube channel last week. There's a process for this, and this one I just layered up some papers behind the photos and a bunch of stickers and die cuts to finish that off, and I did get some of those stamps in. So again, 6 layouts. I didn't use every bit of the kit. Let me show you now what I have left over. So I'll just move these layouts out of the way. I'm really happy with the layouts that I created. So I keep my kits in iris containers that I get at Michael's. You can also get them on Amazon. I link to them in nearly every video because I always get questions about them. So let me show you, let me show you the papers first. So I will move it's kind of a jumbled little mess in here. I should have organized it, but I didn't, so you'll forgive me, I'm sure of it. Maybe. Okay. It is quite a mess. And these don't belong. And neither does that. Okay. So 6x6 paper pad. I used a bunch of the papers. I cut little bits off of them, and so I'm happy with what I got used on that. I didn't use the whole thing, obviously, and I could have done a ton more layouts with it, probably, but I used up some of that, so I'm happy with the amount that I used on that. Let me show you what full sheets of paper I still have. So this is still a full sheet. This is still a full sheet. This was the side I pulled it for. And the cardstocks I didn't use, so those are still full sheets. I think I could probably make a really cute layout with those full sheets. I haven't decided if I'm going to actually put this kit away. I just need to be done with it for now, but I might come back to it, so we'll see. Oops. Okay, so now let's get to the little bits and pieces. So I cut into a bunch of these papers, but there's still a lot left. So this paper that I had planned on using for a background, I ended up using it as little bits and pieces. That one as well. That was a layer. I love this paper. I'm glad I have a bunch of it left. It was a fun one to use. This one was I love this paper, both sides. I'm hoping to still use the bulk of this side of the paper for a single layout, so that is in my future. I still have more of that. There's a little bit more of that striped paper, and there's a bunch more of this floral, which I also love, so I'm happy that I have some more of that to work with. The cut apart sheet, I used a few of them. I used the back sides of a few of them also, and so I still have a bunch of it left, and I love both sides, so that is great. And this is the branding strip. I'll probably throw that away. If I don't use those right away, they just kind of sit around and make a mess. I have about half a sheet of that polka dot vellum. And that is what I have left for the papers. So I still have quite a lot. Like I said, I can make a bunch more layouts if I want to with those layouts. So let's look at some of the embellishments. So I included these stickers. I only used them on one layout. They turned out really cute, but I'll go ahead and just put these back in my stash or back in the kit if I decide to keep it together. I used a few of these stickers and they're almost gone. I mostly only have numbers and then a few little phrases left, so I used up a bunch of those. I used up almost all of my stickers. I have some letters and a few other stickers, but they're mostly used up, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. I do have some random little bits and pieces floating around where I stuck some letters on wax paper for a title and then ended up not using it. I used the imprint thickers, I think on one title, maybe two. I think just the one with Baby Wesley on it. And so I have a bunch of those left. They're really pretty. I'll definitely keep them around. Stick those back in there later. Okay, let me just pull over this for the rest of it. So, okay. I have a few things in here that belong. These can go back with those phrase stickers, so I didn't use as many of those as maybe I thought I did because I have a few here. So I'll just stick those back in there. They're really cute. I'll use them eventually. The Heidi Swap stickers I used a few of. I still have a few left. So I have the word happiness, the word delight. I think I used one of the words and then a couple of the arrows. So I didn't use a ton of those. This is another sticker that goes on the sticker sheet. I used a ton of this washi tape. Washi tape is something that you kind of never get through all the way, so I didn't expect to. I used these stickers on one of the layouts, and so I just used up a couple of those. I did end up using this for a stamp, so this is the roll that the stickers came on, so that was fun. And that was on the, let me just show you, on this layout right here. So those little circles were made by putting some paint on here and stamping it down. So that was a fun technique. I used a bunch of the vellum shapes. There's still a billion left over, so that's okay. I think I might have used one piece of flare. I put a ton in here, so I never expect to use all those up. I did use up most of the enamel dots that I included, so those are almost gone. And these are just little bits of paper that I didn't want to throw away. I think I used up one or two of these little tags. I did use the stamps on maybe 3 layouts. I used these little alphabets on 1 layout, I think is all. The rub-ons I used on one layout, and I used the puffy stickers on 1 or 2 layouts. There weren't very many left, so I didn't have a lot to use. And then I used the wood veneer pieces on 1 or 2 layouts. So I still have a lot left, actually. So I may keep this kit together and come back to it later, and that's totally fine. But for now, I just need to be done with it. So I just wanted to give you a heads up on what is coming for the future of stash kits. I will be doing stash kits every other month. So I did it in September. I'm going to take October off and do it in November again. So I'll do another stash kit in November, and I'll probably make kind of a Christmassy stash kit and scrapbook some Christmas photos from years past, because I've been thinking about that a lot, and it's kind of fun to work on Christmas stuff right before Christmas comes around, and that might give you some ideas and things like that. So let me know if that sounds like something that you would be interested in, a Christmas kit. If not, then I could do something else for sure. I also wanted to let you know that in October, on Thursdays, instead of posting the stash kit videos, I will be posting like videos with organization tips and stuff like that. So it might not be every Thursday, but watch for those on the Thursdays that I'm able to upload those. And that is going to be all. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.